Welcome to In Depth with Academia. This is Richard Price, your host today, and I'm excited to delve into another fascinating academic paper with you all. So sit back, relax, or, maybe lean in, get curious, however you like to listen, and let's jump in. Today, we're discussing a paper by Gardy Seide titled Jeunesse entre Marginalisation, Protestation et intégration, a deep dive into the complex dynamics faced by young people in Haiti. Now, let me tell you, this is one of those papers that really makes you think about the world we live in, and it's packed with insights that we can all learn from, regardless of where we're from. The core question that this paper addresses, well, this affects not only the young people, but also the broader societal fabric. It's about the future, All right, let's break it down. Gardy Seide, an anthropologist who really knows his stuff, offers a detailed look at the position of young people in Haiti. He points out that they are often caught in an unfortunate cycle of having limited opportunities, facing high unemployment levels, and dealing with educational barriers. These are no small issues. Unemployment and education are just huge, right? And this isn't just about numbers or statistics, it's about real lives. One intriguing aspect Seide highlights is how young people, those aged approximately 16 to 35, according to some definitions, long for social mobility. Think about it, we all want to move up, achieve more, right? But in Haiti, these aspirations are often stymied by systemic issues. Just to give you an idea, about 23.7% of young people face unemployment. That's a pretty staggering figure when you consider the dreams and potential it represents. The paper also brings attention to the lack of public policies focused on youth. This is significant, folks, because without proper initiatives, these young people are left to fend for themselves. It's like being thrown into the deep end of the pool without a life jacket. And isn't it just wild to think how policies, or lack thereof, can shape someone's entire life trajectory? Seide paints a vivid picture of how this lack of support, combined with societal structures, limits youth integration. He argues that this marginalisation isn't just physical or economic. It's psychological too. The absence of a clear national youth policy leaves them feeling sidelined, neglected even. And this leads many to resort to protest as a means to voice their struggles and demands for change. Now, here's an idea in the paper that's really interesting. Seide mentions something about the conflict being intergenerational. It's like this tension between older generations in control and the young ones seeking change. It seems that there's almost an underlying fear of the new rising generation. Isn't it something we see globally in a way? This tussle between retaining the old ways versus adapting to new perspectives. And speaking of new perspectives, let's take a quick detour. Side paths are sometimes more interesting anyway, right? Like when you're driving and you see a beautiful scenic route, sometimes it's worth the detour, brings new discoveries, maybe even unexpected insights. And speaking of insights, youth drive innovation, they're creative, tech savvy. If there's anything you'd want in a society to push boundaries, it's definitely youth. Okay, back to the paper. Another critical point Seide discusses is education, or more accurately, the challenges around it. The paper notes that a significant chunk of Haitian youth don't have access to quality education due to various barriers, such as the dominance of private education institutions, which can exclude those from less affluent backgrounds. Are we surprised? Not really, but it's a tough situation. The research goes on to stress these educational setbacks have wider implications. Without proper education, youth can't break the cycle of poverty, nor significantly enhance their skills and prospects. And isn't it just maddening how lack of education fuels further inequality? Makes you think, how different could the picture be if educational opportunities were more accessible? In moving toward integration, Seide suggests the importance of young people syndicalizing, organizing themselves in groups for change. These strategies could provide them the platform to express their needs and become a driving force in society. It's a call to action, marches, sit-ins, anything to grab attention and demand their rightful place. Well, folks, As we wrap up, it's crucial to remember that what Seide shares isn't the final word. Oh no, this is a foundation to think, to discuss, to build upon. The situation faced by the youth in Haiti gives us all something to reflect on, no matter where we live. It's about understanding how structures can serve or hinder our development and thinking about how we can be part of the solution. So that's a wrap for today's deep dive into Jeunesse entre marginalisation, protestation et intégration. Thanks for tuning in to In Depth with Academia. Keep questioning, stay curious, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.